We are live. Welcome to MagmaChem Research Institute's live webinar. Today, we're talking about the ocean floor. How is the ocean floor actually made? I get the concepts of the rifting and the spreading and how it's moving, tectonic plates, but how is it made? How exactly is it made? And that is where MagmaChem has just put a recent publication out on the serpentosphere, the generation of the serpentosphere, and its connection to black shales and the Kupferschiefer.
Well, we only have time this morning to talk about how the serpentosphere gets created in the context of oceanic spreading and some basics of what happens to it after it gets down into subduction zones. But the real nuts and bolts are going to come in another webinar because we don't feel we have enough time to do this one.
Yeah, you can't really get to the next, why is it important?
Doing this one,
yeah. Without, really being on the ride of tracking how is it made, the details along that, and then think, okay, if it's made at that point, I understood how it was made, and now it's just along for the ride into the subduction zones, and now you're breaking the serpentosphere all around the globe, right? Like, now that we know it's how it was made, now let's talk about what happens when you break it and you reheat it, and you have all that stuff that's happening on the continents. And the deposits that are being made on the continents based on that reaction, that initial first-order reaction of the serpentosphere breaking on continent. Whoa, making rocks that we get to walk across and break and sniff. That's going to be really cool. So we will definitely follow this up with why all this is really important when it comes to better understanding the continent. But Stan, I would argue, we don't know much about the ocean floors. Everybody knows that. You can Google that. Even Google's like, yeah, I'm not sure. We got bathymetry. We kind of know what its shape is and the fractures and kind of.
There's a lot of work going on with all the submersibles and stuff.
But we're talking about the ocean basins, 75% of the planet, the scale of the ocean basins, the process that made that rock, what the rock's made out of, how that rock interacts with water, and the brine from the oceans. Like what we're talking about today, I think, is the future of exploration. I don't think exploration in the future is going to be all about the continent. Not in my backyard type stuff, you know what I mean?
Well,
but
I
in
think
the
we
oceans,
can understand the Earth and our origin a lot more by understanding the oceans and the serpentosphere in particular. It is a player that is completely underestimated. And if that thing goes and we get the science in on that, geology is never going to be the same.
Wow. That's what we're here for. We're here to change the game.